I'm a little bit late to the party. I was traveling back from MegaCon. It was a great weekend with wonderful people, but that means we've got some trailers to react to. Let's do this.
Fury, since you've been gone, things have gotten much worse. How do you think I came back?
You're in no shape for this fight that lies before us, old friend.
This is personal.
Very few of us know about the wars fought in the shadows that have raged on this planet. Do you feel responsible?
Where are the Avengers?
That's a good question.
This war is one I have to fight alone.
You're the most wanted man on the planet.
You don't know what they have planned for you.
The great Nick Fury. One last fight.
Alrighty, real quick before I share my thoughts on the trailer, be sure to join me down below in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts on the trailer. So I've been pretty open about some of my issues with recent MCU, and it feels a little bit like they've lost their way, and too often they've played to kind of the lowest common denominator with too many things getting too silly. And in general, with comic book movies, comic book TV shows, it feels like too many of them just feel like the same kind of blockbuster, comic booky stuff. And it feels like there's some diminishing returns with that people just aren't satisfied with more of the same, but even bigger, even more jokes. They want something that stands out and feels different and has a different flavor to it. I felt like this trailer has that different flavor. That it feels like a more mature MCU story that has its own distinct vibe to it. Thriller, paranoia, tying into mythology that's been established, taking a character that we know, but he's always been a side character, or at best a secondary character, taking him, putting him front and center, and leaning into who he is and his history and the complications that would come with that, and picking a genre that fits that character to be distinct and stand out. And instead of turning Nick Fury into just another quipster, instead of leaning into more and more spectacle and over-the-top stuff, it feels grounded again. It's about shapeshifters, which is not, obviously this fantasy, fantastical stuff is still there. But we're getting back to the real world, getting back to real places and things happening, and a human at the center of it, trying to uncover this mystery, trying to solve this problem. And so bringing it back to normal, while having fantastical in a world that has normal elements, and something that brings it back to reality. And a trailer with no jokes. And I'm fine, like, MCU's done great mixtures of adventure, action, sci-fi, comedy, but they've also gone way too far recently of just letting that take over and not trusting the writing and the storytelling, and trusting the audience to have some maturity and not just needing the most superficial entertainment constantly. That's what this felt like. Trust the audience. They can have attention spans. They can invest in stories, and they don't just need constant CGI spectacle, constant nonstop jokes to keep them entertained. And you don't just have to win people over with jokes and spectacle. You can trust them with a story. That's what this felt like. It's, in certain ways, getting back to Winter Soldier kind of vibes, but very different. It's a totally different type of story than Winter Soldier, but having a little bit of that, who can you trust, the political structures that are in place, things like that, but a different type of story. That's what I want. And I hope they actually stick to that. I hope we don't watch the first episode and all of a sudden everybody's joking again, and it's much lighter than the tone implies. But I mean, they picked a trailer that you just starts out tense, and it only gets more intense as the kick drum keeps going and building that up until finally, secret invasion. Cool. That's what I want. So, as someone that has a lot of skepticism surrounding the MCU right now and a lot of issues, but wanting them to get back to things, wanting them to repair things, head in the right direction, this felt like a step in the right direction. This felt like a solid trailer for this project. So I'm excited for it. Let me know what you guys thought down below in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. Keep talking movies and TV too much. Bye-bye.